What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to JD's Nerdverse. We are doing a playthrough today of a Ledyba, the 5-star Pokemon. Don't know what that means. I guess maybe it has a really good Yelp rating. I don't know what it has a great Yelp rating for. Definitely ain't for being a solo Pokemon playthrough. But let's go and watch this first battle. It's a Hoot. We only have Tackle to start the game. I named it Manny. Look at all those hands. It's named Manny for Manny Pacquiao. Yeah, that's what I named it. So, get this first battle under our belt. So let's go over the stats of this Pokemon. So, to start out with, we have 40 HP, 20 attack, 30 defense, 40 special attack, and 80 special defense, and 55 speed. So, if you don't know Pokemon very well, these are not the greatest stats. Okay, our best stat is our special defense, so I guess that's good, because things can't, like, one-shot us that have, like, special moves, but physical moves are going to be just detrimental. That's why Bubble doesn't do anything right now, if you're watching that Poliwag fight we just had. So, special defense is our best stat, and our second best stat, I guess, is our speed. Speed's not bad, I guess, for getting Pokemon. But, special attack is 40, so that's our third best stat, and that's tied with our HP. But our physical attack and defense is 20 and 30, and here's the problem with that. We're our bug type and flying type. A lot of those moves are physical, they're not special. So, we are going to get moves that don't coincide well with our stats, but it is what it is. So now we're going to go ahead and face our first rival fight. His name is Triple Question Mark. He always Triple Question Mark. He's going to come out with a Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil is the best option. We are flying bug type, and he has fire moves. So water wouldn't have been good, and grass we would have had the advantage. Well, if we had a bug move, we'd have the advantage. But we also are flying, so we're going to use Hidden Power Flying in this playthrough. But we get the win, and we can fuse him a decent amount, level 9, and we're going to go ahead and progress on. Now, I do want to know something pretty cool. We do have the fast level up rate. First fast level up rate we've had since we started playing Gen 2. So the moveset for this Pokemon, at level 1 it gets Tackle, level 8 it gets Supersonic. Supersonic is very important to get through a certain part of this game. It's very critical. 15 we get Comet Punch. We're going to need that to beat Faulkner. Faulkner is the flying type gym. 18 base power, 85% accurate, hit up to 5 times, but it's not good accuracy, so I don't like this move. 22, we get 3 moves, Light Screen, Reflect, and Safeguard. I made the wrong decision when I chose this, but we actually ended up choosing Reflect. I should have chose Safeguard, but it is what it is. Baton Pass is not useful. What it does, it hands off to another Pokemon in the middle of battle so they can attack as they come in. 36 is Swift. A 60 base power normal move. It will be a big upgrade over Tackle, almost twice as powerful, and it does not miss. The only downside is it can't hit Ghosts, which, you know, the qualms of this Pokemon and initiatives Pokemon has kind of spawned from there. And then we also get Agility at level 43. Not very useful because we're going to outspeed most things because we got over level, but we do get it nonetheless. And then at level 50, I don't know why we get this move, we get Double Edge. 120 base power, 100% accurate. So I said earlier that its stats do not coincide well with this Pokemon's moveset. All these moves here are, one, there's only 4 attacking moves and they're garbage. They're all, well, not garbage, but they're all normal type. We have nothing that covers special, nothing that hits Ghosts. So we gotta find a way to get around Ghosts there. Okay, and Double Edge and Swift are pretty decent, but like I said, our attack stats low, so these moves are not as effective. Even if we beat the normal gym, and even if we're holding the pink bow, these moves are kind of garbage. So, what are we going to do? Well, we do have a TM moveset that I'll get to here in a little bit. Actually, in a couple seconds after we get through this grass and such. But, if you see on there, I'm using a Repel. I actually have max Repels. Kind of helps avoid, and right now I didn't click on it, so there's a Ghastly that we can't hit or knock out with normal moves. And, yeah, these moves just aren't very good. So, what would be a great learn set for this? One is to have a bug move. That'd be amazing. But what would also be helpful is a flying move, maybe Wing Attack wouldn't be horrible. We can't really get Peck, so that's not something, but some kind of bug move would be great. Bug Bite, I don't know, we can't even learn Fury Cutter with this. That's what's crazy about this Pokemon. And like I said, we'll go over the TMs here in just a moment, but we're finishing up this route here, and I just want to emphasize how stressful it is. So let me know what you think about me doing the stats. I didn't do the stats the first couple videos of this generation. Let me know what you think. Do you like the stats? Do you like the wallpaper I find that I throw in the background while we're doing this? Do you like any of these things? I need feedback because I want to know what you, the consumer, the audience, whatever you want to call it, likes. So please give me feedback, and also make sure you like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to get videos all the time. So now we're going to go on to our TM moveset, which it's pretty broad. Hopefully you can read it. So I'll go from top to bottom. Dynamic Punch, not useful. 100 base power, 50% accurate. I can see maybe where there is a use for it, but it's physical, So probably not good for this Pokemon. Headbutt, physical again, but it is a pretty decent move that does go well with our speed. It also goes pretty well with our physical attack, or with our, not physical attack set, but it just helps us out a lot. It's more powerful than Swift at this point in the game when we get it. Curse not going to be used. Rollout, didn't think it was going to be used, but I find out it's very useful. Toxic not going to use. Hidden Power, so we decided to go with Hidden Power Flying. That negates Chuck's Gym and gives us an advantage there. It also negates Bruno, and it just gives us a stab move. And again, it does go off our physical attack stat, so that's not the greatest. However, we have to take what we can get, and that's the best option for this Pokemon, is to learn Hidden Power Flying. Sunny Day, could have used. This strategy in this I did not use until after I was like, you know, I'm doing the editing, and I was like, damn, I made the wrong decision here. But Sweet Scent, not going to use. Snore, not going to use. Hyper Beam, could have used, but it would be kind of useful with our attack stat. So, not useful. Protect, don't use. Giga Drain is the one I goofed on. Giga Drain is special. It would have gone off our special attack. It wouldn't have been stab or anything, but it'd been very effective against a handful of things, middle to late, or kind of like in the post game for sure. So Giga Drain would have been something very useful. The only downside to it, it doesn't have a lot of power points, but it does replenish a lot of your health when you use it. Endure and Frustration don't get used. Solar Beam could have been used, again, stab move, and if I use Sunny Day in conjunction with Solar Beam, it could be very powerful, boost attack. Dig, very useful. Dig was a godsend for this, because a lot of things we could have had issues with, Dig compensates for that. 60 base power, 100% accurate ground move, so very useful. Double Team, not useful, can't use it anyway. Ice Beam, very useful. We come across the Never Melt Ice, and we face Price's Gym, and we get the boost. And it's very useful against Claire, and very useful against, what's his name? Lance, there we go. And then also the Grass Gym. And there's a bunch of flying and grass Pokemon it's useful against, and ground, and rock. So Ice Punch is very nice. Swagger, not going to use. Sleep Talk, not going to use. Already talked about Swift. Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is a 75 base power, 100% accurate move. It just gives us some good type coverage. So I was hoping we'd have access to all the elemental punches. Come to find out, we don't. However, Thunder Punch, very useful. It's useful for a pretty good portion of the game. Okay, and I don't think I had the item to boost our electric. I don't remember if I don't think I did. I think I might have researched it and looked it up, but I never actually grabbed it. But we didn't get the item that actually boosts your electric attacks. So it is what it is where it's at, but it's very useful where it's at. A lot of things are, or a couple things are very resistant, or have a weakness to Thunder Punch. Rest, Attract, Thief, and Flash do not get used by this Pokemon in this playthrough. So, like I said, I goofed, and I didn't use Giga Drain, or Solar Beam, or Sunny Day at the end of the game. That is a big mess up on my part. We did use Return, but again, physical. I just didn't analyze this Pokemon as well as I should have. So, it is what it is. I'm new at this. I'm new to Gen 2. I played it when I was little, but I'm new to, like, playing it through in this kind of fashion with a single Pokemon. So these things I'm going to learn. And it's not my fault the Pokemon. I'm not gonna say that. I'll say it, but it's not in like true. Man, from behind, our rival kind of looks like Knuckles, don't he? Yeah. But it's not my fault they designed these Pokemon horribly. They gave no bug moves, they gave no flying moves, and they gave all the other moves, every other type out there, other than the one he actually is. Okay, they did the same thing with Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot got 0 good flying moves. Or got Peck, but you can learn Fly. But I don't want to learn Fly. It's an HM. But it just seems dumb to me why you would do that. I don't know. I didn't create the games, and these things are like the most valued intellectual property in the world, so what do I know? Just some guy playing YouTube. But anyway, so Manny is taking down this tower. He's level 14. We want to get to level 15 before we face Faulkner. Faulkner will be a tough gym because he has flying type. So we did get to level 15, and there's Faulkner flying on in with his useless self. Now, this is actually a tough gym with him right now because we are... I didn't zoom him out the way I was supposed to. Oh, well. So we're going to go for Supersonic. It's going to confuse Faulkner, and we're going to go for a Comet Punch. It will hit multiple times. The goal here is that he can hit himself, do some damage to himself, and not hit us as much. Okay, now Pidgeotto comes out. We're going to do the same thing with Pidgeotto. He's going to use Gust. Does a lot of damage. Darn. Okay, he's confused. He hits himself. And we just... Hopefully we do enough damage to just knock him out so he doesn't hit us again. Hits himself again. one more time. We got very lucky with this battle. This is a very lucky battle with Faulkner. And after that very lucky battle with Faulkner, we're going to go ahead and move on to Slowpoke Well. We skip over Union Cave. The only thing really in Union Cave that's of note is we did pick up the TM for Swift, a much more powerful attack than Tackle. 60 base power, 100% accurate. We also backtracked off the Pink Bow. Pretty much all the moves we have for a while are going to be physical, normal moves, so we decided to get the Pink Bow. Gives us a nice boost in our attacks, or our normal attacks, and we level up to Ledian. Ledian gets a little bit of boost in stats. We'll go over those right now. HP is 55, attacks 35, defense is 50, special attack is 55, special defense is 110, and speed is 85. So this is a fully evolved Pokemon, and our total stat, base stat total was 390. So it's not extremely good. Our speed is decent, our special defense is decent, our special attack is okay, and our HP is okay, but attack and defense is garbage. And like I said, this is a flying type Pokemon with all flying moves are physical. Bug type Pokemon, bug moves are physical, and we don't even get a bug move. Let's just be honest here. So that's where we're at right now with this Pokemon. So right now we're just finishing up Slowpoke Well. We need to get all the experience we can get. Well, we have to do this to progress the game, but we're finishing up Slowpoke Well. As you can see, Swift is actually doing like it's one-shotting a bunch of Pokemon. Not quite one-shotting the Zubat, even though we're 10 levels higher. That just kind of showcases how bad our physical attack stat is. We're gonna do what we can to boost those. Like I said, we got the we beat the flying gym, so that's gonna boost our flying moves. We beat the normal gym, that'll increase our normal attacks. And the fact that we beat the flying move does give us a 10% boost, and we, like I said, got the Pink Bow. So we're doing what we can at this, and we're gonna come across. We're about to come up against a very, 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 very hard wall we have to like bust through with this Pokemon. So let's go and go over that. But first thing we're going to do is go over Bugsy. So Bugsy comes out, and it's the second gym leader. It's going to give us a nice boost in our bug moves that we don't get any bug moves, so it doesn't do anything. And we're going to go ahead and put Supersonic onto Metapod. It's going to help damage himself while we're also trying to damage him in the process. Don't know why we're going for Comet Punch. Swift is much more reliable. So it's reliable, doesn't miss, and it's more powerful. So Supersonic on the Scyther. Now Scyther is a very good Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, very good Pokemon. But if he gets that Fury Cutter going, he can really wreak havoc on us. It doesn't do a lot of damage. So I don't know what I was trying to do there. I think I was just trying to lower the move down to confuse him again. It's gonna do damage to himself. And Comet Punch does a little bit of damage. Swift is just a better move. I don't know why I'm doing Comet Punch. But we get the knockout. And we're going to go on to Kakuna. Kakuna's not going to do too much. It's probably going to be a 2-shot. Maybe a 3-shot. Yeah, probably 3-shot. There we go. Get the knockout. And here's where the brick wall comes in. Is rival number 2. So our moveset is Tackle, Swift, Comet Punch, and and Supersonic. None of those things can hit Gas except for Supersonic. And Supersonic's only going to confuse him. And it's like 55% accurate or something like that. So we're going to rely on a move that doesn't have great accuracy, doesn't do any damage, and we're going to rely solely on the fact that Gas is going to knock himself out. Now, here's the problem with that. One, Gas puts us to sleep. So we can't, sometimes we may not even get him confused, and he's going to take some turns and attack us. He only has, really, Lick is his only physical damaging move, so that's not the worst thing ever, because Lick is not very powerful. But he also has Spite. Now, what Spite does, it drops the amount of power points you have in whatever move the last move you use. So I use Supersonic, and he's dropped my power points. So once we run out of power points Supersonic, we really aren't going to do anything with him. We're not going to be able to damage him. He's going to use Spite again, and now we're completely out of power points. So keep track of the time. It was around 34 minutes when we started this battle. So now we're going to try it again, and just so you know, this is a battle, a fight that is not designed for us to win. It's mainly what's called an RNG fight. Now we do go and try to, so the only two strategies we have with this is Supersonic, which is the one you're seeing, and you won't get to see the other one because I never got a chance to try it. So with 4 moves, you have a lot of power points you have to deplete. With 4 moves, you have to deplete all the power points to try the other strategy, which is Struggle. But here's the thing, we already gone over this, we don't have a lot of hit points. So Struggle is not going to be great because it's going to have recoil damage, so that's not going to work either. So we come back at 49 minutes. This took about 15 minutes, about 15 minutes of dealing with this guy, and I did make a mistake here. What would have been better for this battle was to, instead of add Reflect, so at level, was it 23, you learn Reflect, Light Screen, and Safeguard. I believe it's Safeguard. So what I decided to do is go with Reflect. It was wasn't a smart move. I should have gone with Safeguard, but it is what it is. But Reflect does come in handy with this battle. So he's hurting himself a little bit, which is helpful. Not a lot, but it's a ability just got to outlast him, okay? And, alright, get the knockout, very good. So now we're paralyzed. So I was worried that we would win this battle, beat Ghastly, but still will lose the battle, and have to do this all over again. But we finally get a good example where we get the knockout. We confuse Q-Lava, so he's hurting himself. We just got to really hit a Swift. We'll probably knock him out. And we have one more Pokemon we got to deal with, Zubat. Swift will be a 2-shot. So I'm trying to confuse him again, and I'm just like, go for broke, dude. Go for broke. Let's get this battle done. And we finally get this battle done at 50 minutes. That spent 15, 16 minutes on this train wreck of a fight. And we move on to Ecruteak City, where we're going to improve one of our moves, and we're going to add Headbutt. Headbutt, it's only 10 more base power than Swift, but what it does do, since we are pretty fast, we're going to go first, and it'll make Pokemon flinch. And then we're going to go pick up Dig, another improvement to our moveset. So now we've added Dig, we've added Headbutt. We haven't had Dig yet, let me rephrase that. We're about to add Dig, but not in this battle. We should add for this battle, I'll explain later. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start this battle off with Reflect. It's going to lower any damage we can get done to us, so that's why I kept Reflect. I thought it was more important to lower what Whitney could do to us rather than have Dig. However, Dig would have been helpful because Miltank likes to use Rollout, and if you dig during that rollout, it can't build off of the damage output. So we beat Whitney pretty easy, and then we move on to Sudowoodo, and Sudowoodo is going to come out. It's actually got a rock move, so that's can be very detrimental. Look how much damage that did. I was like from full health down to 8. But we beat him, and then we move on and get Hidden Power. Hidden Power we chose as Flying because we are Flying type. Obviously, it makes sense. So Hidden Power Flying is a 70 base power move. Since we are flying, it's going to make it 105 base power. Okay, and then we also have beaten the Flying Gym, so there's another 10% boost. So 105 plus 10% boost, that's 10.5. So that's a 115.5. And then later we're going to pick up what's called the Sharp Beak and give us another 10% boost. So it ends up being about 120 some base power move. Very 126, 127 base power. So very good, very useful. Again, goes off our physical attack, so not the greatest. But the other moves we added, I haven't talked about these yet, is the Elemental Punches. We don't get Fire Punch, but we get Ice Punch and Thunder Punch. Gives us some good type coverage, especially against two Gym Leader and a Elite Four member that are weak to Ice, Dragon types. So it's going to be very helpful. Fire Punch would have been so helpful against Price and against Jasmine, but we don't get access to it. So it is what it is. Now we're facing we beat the Komodo Girls. Now we're facing our third rival fight. So look how much easier this battle gets when you have Dig. Oh my God! Just one shot's the Haunter, one shot's the Magnemite. So Dig was a move we added as well. So our moveset right now is Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Dig, and Hidden Power, Flying. So get the knockout, very good. We're not gonna use Baton Pass. I've seen it like Smith plays Pokemon where he uses it like to perfection, the Baton Pass, but we're not gonna use it here. And then we're going to face Morty. Morty is the Ghost Gym Leader, and we have Dig now, so most of his Pokemon will be pretty easy, but we also have Hidden Power Flying, and Hidden Power Flying is pretty effective. So one shot on the Ghastly, one shot on the Haunter. Gengar comes out, it's not a one shot, unfortunately. We get put to sleep, and I thought we were going to have a reset here. I was like, darn, we're going to have a reset. But fortunately, we just got to persevere. Dream Eater is replenishing a lot of his health. And we just gotta wake up and hit Hidden Power, and we're down 7 hit points. He goes for a Dream Eater again, knock him out, very good. Haunter comes out, Hidden Power, very good. Get the win over Morty. With Morty out of the way, we're gonna move on to Chuck. Now Chuck is the Fighting Gym Leader, so this should be a pretty easy battle for us. So we're gonna come out. He's gonna come out with Primate. We have now Hidden Power Flying with Sharp Beak. Sharp Beak adds another 10% boost to the attack, so we got 10% from the gym that we beat earlier with Faulkner, and 10% from the Sharp Beak, which gives 10% boost to fighting moves. So we just beat him that fast. I didn't get a chance to comment on it. And now we're going to face Red Gyarados. Red Gyarados shouldn't be doing much to us. Thunder Punch should be a 2-shot. Dragon Rage does do a decent amount of damage, but we get the win. And we're going to talk to Lance, the liar with the flyers. The reason why I say that is because he got Charizard, an Aerodactyl, a Gyarados, and 3 Dragonites. All of them are flying type, not all of them are dragon type, so it doesn't make sense why he's a dragon trainer. But doesn't matter. We're going to move on to Price. Price is the Ice Gym Leader. We should have a disadvantage here a little bit, but not really because we have Thunder Punch. which is going to one-shot the Seal, is going to one-shot the Dugong. It is not. We do get the Paralyze and get nothing back, so now we face Pilot Swine. Pilot Swine has Blizzard, so that could be effective against us because we are flying type, but we don't. He doesn't get a freeze, and we end up getting a 3-shot. No, we don't, because he heals. And we get a critical hit and get a knockout. Very good. Price is pretty easy. We move on from Price and face Jasmine. Now, Jasmine's going to be an issue because Jasmine has we have some problems with Jasmine, more or less, is the best way to put it. She comes out with Magnemite. Magnemite's not going to be an issue. Dig will one-shot Magnemite, both of them actually. She has 2 Magnemites. The problem we're going to have is with Steelix, because Steelix has rock moves. Okay, rock moves are super effective against us. Rock Throw and Dig only does about maybe a quarter, if that. Thunder Punch doesn't hit it, so we're gonna get a reset. We're probably gonna get a reset here because we misclicked. So not fun, but we're gonna go and get a reset here. Our best bet is to use Ice Beam and just hope for a little bit of RNG. So here we go. Jasmine comes out again with Magnemite. Magnemite, like I said, it's not gonna be an issue. Magnemite's gonna be a one-shot. It's gonna one-shot again. This is where the Fire Punch would have been very useful. Having Fire Punch would have been extremely useful here. However, we don't get that luxury. So Ice Punch is a 2-shot. Yes, very good. We get the win against. I thought that was going to take forever, but we get the win with Ice Punch. And now we're moving on to our fifth rival fight. I think it's 5th. So sends out a Golbat. Golbat's going to go down in 1-shot to an Ice Punch. Very good. Moving on to Magnemite. Magnemite, we just saw what we've been doing to Magnemites lately. Magnemite's a 1-shot. Awesome. Very good. Q-Lava's going to come out. We are weak to Q-Lava, but we're just going to use our most powerful move and knock him out in 2 hits. Very good. Our special defense is pretty high. That's why we were able to take that Flame Wheel without taking a lot of damage. Dig is a 1-shot on the Haunter. And Sneasel comes out. Don't really have anything great against Sneasel. Just a 2-shot with Hidden Power, but it's enough to get the win. We don't have to worry about it, and we skipped over a lot of the plot with Team Rocket. We're going to move on to Claire. So Claire is a Dragon Trainer, and this will be a really, really easy battle. We have the Never Melt Ice. We've beaten Price's Gym. So now we just have Ice Punch. It's going to one-shot all the Dragonairs. I think it's 3. Not both. It's 3. Yeah, it's 3. So there's 3 knockouts, and now he's going to sing out a Kingdra. Kingdra is Water Dragon, so Thunder Punch will be okay, neutral damage because dragons resist electricity. But we're just going to go for Hidden Power. It's going to do about 40%. Thunder Punch does the same thing. We paralyze it. We just got to get one more attack off. Very good. We beat Claire. She doesn't want to give us the badge, but who cares? We're going to move on to our final rival fight in Victory Road. And this rival fight, like I said, is just as easy as the last of them have been. Hidden Power, 1-shot on the Sneasel. Very good. Going to come out with a Golbat. Ice Punch will be the move for that Golbat. Very good. Knock it out. Magneton's going to come out. Dig will be the move. Whether Dig's is a 1-shot, it is still a 1-shot. Very good. Typhlosion will come out. Don't exactly have a great move for Typhlosion, but he doesn't exactly have a very powerful fire move either. Flame Wheel is only 60 base power, so it's not very powerful. And we have great special. Hidden Power Flying knocks out the Haunter. Kadabra's up. Hidden Power Flying knocks out the Kadabra. Very good. So we beat our rival pretty handily, pretty convincingly. Barely took any damage at all. And now we're going to move on to the Elite Four. In the Elite Four, we're going in at level 56. One of the highest levels I've gone in against the Elite Four. We're holding the Never Melt Ice. We have two other things that we're going to use potentially. The Never Melt Ice. We have the Sharp Beak. Never Melt Ice increases the ice moves by 10%. We have the Sharp Beak that increases flying moves by 10%. And we have the Pink Bow, which increases normal moves by 10%. There's also a possibility of holding berries that cure paralysis, things like that. Alright? So that's, oh, I didn't go over our moves. My bad. I apologize. I did not go over our moves. Nope, we did. Go back. Go back, okay. Our moves are Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Dig, Hidden Power. Don't have a great moveset here for this point in the game. This is the best possible moveset I think you can get. Maybe Rest would be useful, but Return's not very useful itself for physical attack. It might be decently useful, but it's not going to be a long-term thing. It has no effect, super effective on anything. So, and we're going to go over our stats. Attack is 83, so see how all of our attack moves that are stab are, offer basic attack stat. At level 6, that's very low attack. Defense is 96, so I can't take a lot of damage. As you can see, as you saw, our HP wasn't very high either. Special attack is 106, and special defense is 167, and speed is 139. So we'll outspeed everything. That's not a problem. Special defense is actually pretty good, but our special attack's decent, but everything else is just garbage. Attack and defense are just garbage. So we're going into the Elite Four with that garbage stat line. And so here's our first battle against Will. Will is a psychic trainer, so we actually should have the advantage if we had a bug move, but we don't. However, we do have ice move, so ice moves a one-shot to Xatu. Very good. We are holding the Never Melt Ice right now. Jinx comes out. You just have to have a good physical attack, and you'll knock out Jinx. Very good. And Xatu comes out again. Ice Punch. Don't fix what ain't broken. Ice Punch is a one-shot in the Xatu. Executor, one shot on the Executor. Very good. We are pretty much manhandling him right now. And Thunder Punch will be a two-shot. Slowbo is pretty bulky, and we get the knockout without taking a single ounce of, or single one damage point. So Will's pretty easy. I move on to Koga. Koga's not exactly easy, but we should have an advantage against Koga as well because we are bug type, bug and flying. So we're going to start off with Hidden Power. Hidden Power is a one-shot on the Ariadosh. That's our next Pokemon. Yay. Crobat. Ice Punch should be a one-shot on the Crobat. Nope, not a one-shot, but we get the two-shot out of it. Do we? Or are we still... Okay, there we go. Did use Double Team, which lowers our ability to hit him, but we're good. Gonna go for Hidden Power. Venomoth, it's a one-shot, very good. We have a Fortress up. Fortress is very bulky. Very, very bulky. So we're gonna go for Ice Punch, does about a quarter. Its damage done to me is not very much. We switch to Hidden Power, does a little bit more, so we get two more attacks in and knocks it out. Now the last one is Muck. Muck, we get a critical hit with Ice Punch, so we two-shot the Muck. And that is how Koga goes down. Now, Bruno is going to be tough, and I've never said that sentence before in my life, but Bruno is tricky. Because we are flying type. We will pretty much obliterate most of his team until we get to one Pokemon. Okay, so Hidden Power, flying, knocks out the Hitmontop. Very good. We go for the Ice Punch on Onix. Very good knockout. Hitmonchan. One shot, very good. Okay, Machamp is the problem. Because he has Rock Slide. And he hits that. It hits so hard because we're weak to rock moves. So we got to reload. And we're going to try this again. And hopefully we can just get the knockout this time. That's what I'm hoping for. Just get the knockout this time. So Hitmontop comes out. He has a quick attack. That's why he keeps getting a little bit of attack on us. And we have low defense. So that's the reason. Ice Punch, one hit knocking on the Onix, and the same song and dance is going to be happening with these Pokemon. Okay, Hidden Power knocks them out, and then we're looking at Machamp, and Hidden Power is not a one-shot, and Rock Slide knocks us out every time. Okay, so we got to get just a little bit of luck on the Machamp. Okay, either give him the miss or get our move to do a little bit more. So fully healed, quick attack doesn't do as much this time. So maybe that's going to be the secret here. Maybe just not take as much damage early. I don't think I healed going into this because I thought I'd just sweep him, but I forgot that Machamp had a Rock Slide. So we knock out the Machamp. We got Hitmonchan, and Hidden Power is not a one-shot. Rock Slide. We do survive, so that's what it was. It was a little bit more damage. So we're getting a damage healing loop, and we get the knockout, thank God. And unless there's a quick attack, Hitmonchan can't knock us out. We knock it out. Very good. We beat Bruno, so that was tough. And now we move on to, what is her name? Karen, there we go. Karen. And Karen's going to come out with an Umbreon. This is actually, I think this is a first try victory. Okay? So, nothing happens with Umbreon. Doesn't get sand. Luckily, we don't get Sand Attack. We usually get Sand Attack with Umbreon, but we get confused. But we're going to get the knockout anyway. No damage done. A little bit of confusion, but that's not the biggest deal in the world. Houndoom is very frail, so if you just go for good physical attack, we have good special, so we survive his flamethrower, but we have very little health left for the rest of this team. So Dig is a one-shot with the Gengar. That leaves two Pokemon left. That leaves Vileplume and Markrow. We do not want to learn Double Edge. We don't have great physical attack anyway, so adding it would not be helpful. Ice Beam's a one-shot in the Markrow. So that leaves one Pokemon left, Vileplume. Ice Punch, not a one-shot. We get paralyzed, not a big deal. As long as we can hit one more time, get the knockout, very good. We beat Karen, and now we move on to Lance. And Lance is going to be a problem. I anticipated Lance being a problem when it came to the Charizard, but I did not anticipate a problem being another Pokemon. So Gyarados is a one-shot, very good. Dragonite comes out. Ice Punch will be a one-shot. That's going to be the trend with all ice Pokemon, okay? Or all the dragons. So Ice Punch is a one-shot. It's powerful. It goes off for a special attack. And we have a gym and an item that boosts it. Now we outspeed Aerodactyl. We don't knock it out. Rock Slide will take us down to 0 from full health. Like, oh my lord. How did that happen? So that happened, and we're going to have to try this battle again. Just look at the time. We're taking so long on this Pokemon. We haven't even got to the second portion of the game yet. Gyarados goes down with a one-shot with Thunder Punch. And Ice Punch, same song and dance. Ice Punch will be a one-shot on the Dragonite. Dragonite number 2, Ice Punch is a one-shot. What we need is Aerodactyl to get one shot to give us a chance here. It does not one-shot. It does freeze though, so I'm like, oh great, yes. But here's the problem. Go ahead and hit Ice Beam. We're gonna knock him out. Charizard's still available. He's gonna come out. He has fire moves. We do have full health at this point. So return is just about above half. It's about 45%. We do survive another flamethrower. Very good. Our special defense is really helping us right now. If we didn't have a special defense, we wouldn't survive that. And then we knock out the last Dragonite. So that battle was a lot more complicated than it had to be. I did not anticipate Aerodactyl being the problem in that battle. But we get the win, and after a elongated conversation that delays the inevitable, which is me being champion, we're going to go ahead and get locked in with Ledian as the champion at, let's see the time, 2 hours, 16 minutes, and 36 seconds. Not the greatest, definitely not the greatest. Probably going to have worse. There's a Shuckle out there that does exist, and the pine cone looking Pokemon thing, I don't remember what his name is. But we do get it done. And that's what's important. We get it done. And we're going to go ahead and progress to the second part of the game. But, yeah, this has not been easy. I don't want to say it's not been fun, because it was a good period where we had some great moves for a while. And it got really fun. We could one-shot things. We had a lot of move diversity. But, yeah, that Elite Four wasn't long, but it did take a minute. But let's go ahead and move on to this next portion of the game in Kanto. Now, to get to Kanto, we got to take the SS Aqua. And we're going to get on the SS Aqua right here. And we're going to go and turn around and get right off the SS Aqua. And we're going to go and take on Lieutenant Surge. Lieutenant Surge's gym isn't too hard. We just don't have anything great against it. But we are flying type, so we can. It could be rough. But first we've got to take on the obese Raichu that he has. It misses. We get the knockout with Hidden Power. Very good. We're going to move on to Magneton. Magneton. We don't have anything great for. Dig would be great to have right now. Double team ups its evasiveness. Doesn't hit us with Zap Cannon. Thank goodness would have paralyzed us. But we get the knockout. Move on to Electabuzz. Electabuzz is a two-shot. I used to call it Electrabuzz when I was a kid, but it's like Tubuzz. I didn't know that until I actually started doing these playthroughs. Get the knockout on Electabuzz with, healed, but we still can knock him out. Returns a one-shot in Electrode. And a one-shot in Electrode. Electrode is the fastest Pokemon in the game. Maybe. I know in Gen 1 he is, maybe not in Gen 2. But we move on to Sabrina. And Sabrina, we're going to go take her on. And I did not play this out very smart at all. So we're going to go for Return. Return is a physical damaging move, so we don't have great attack stat. It goes for, I think it went for, I don't know if it's Sand Attack or Double Team. One of those two. But our accuracy is down significantly. So we're not hitting anything. And we should have a huge advantage here, but we don't have a bug move. So yeah, not great at all. But all we need to do is hit a little bit more and we knock him out. So here's the thing. You're about to see me switch out and put on the Sharp Beak. And I didn't use the right move with this. So there's Sharp Beak. I put it on in place of the Pink Bow. And now I'm not even going to use I'm not even going to use the Pink Bow. Oh man, okay. I'm not even going to use Return. It's what Hidden Power Flying. I go for Return. It's a two-shot. Actually gets lowered again. Get the knockout. Very good. And now we're going to go ahead and attack the Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime returns to be a two-shot again. I really am appalled that past me was this stupid. I can't believe I added the Sharp Beak. And then I didn't even use Hidden Power Flying. But regardless of that, we're going to three-shot Alakazam. Very good. We get the knockout. We beat Alakazam, or we beat Sabrina. Don't have a whip in this generation, so we don't beat her in her whip. But we move on to Erica, and Erica is going to be a breeze because we are bug flying, double weak to us, and Hidden Power Flying is going to obliterate her entire team. We won't take an ounce of damage, at least I don't think we will. Yep, no, we're not going to take an ounce of damage. Knock out the Blossom. And now we're going to take on the Jump Fluff. Get the knockout, very good. Beat Erica. We're going to move on to, I believe it's Janine. Yeah, Janine. Janine's pretty horrible as well. Flying type. A lot of our Pokemon have weakness here. And we have Hidden Power Ice to take on Crobat, knock him out. And we're going to take on Weezing. Weezing's going to be a 2-shot, I believe, with Hidden Power Flying. Good knockout, very good. Hidden Power Flying again. I think he's going to poison us here. But because the next couple hits are knockouts, like 1 hits, we don't get any damage and poison. Usually dire hit, that means it could have hit us first. But it's not going to. And Aria, no, I think a dire hit increases your critical hit ratio. Now we move on to Misty. Misty's not going to be too challenging. We have Thunder Punch, so we're going to Thunder Punch our way through most of our Pokemon except for like 1. And Lapras will be a 2-shot. Goes for Blizzard. Blizzard could have been bad. It could have froze us, but we get the knockout regardless. Quagsire. Thunder Punch is ineffective. He's part ground type, so we're going to go for Return. It's a 2-hit. Very good. And then the last Pokemon, Starmie, we're going to go for Hidden Power, or I'm sorry, Thunder Punch. Get the knockout. And we beat Misty, the Water Gym Leader, and move right on to Brock. We're going like a reverse order of how the game was. It's kind of how it is. And Graveler, it's going to come out. We're going to go ahead and go for Ice Punch, 1-hit knockout. Onyx will be the same result, 1-hit knockout with Ice Punch. And Rhyhorn will also be the same result, 1-hit knockout with Ice Punch. Now his next 2 are Rock, Water type. So we have to use Thunder Punch. Ice Punch is only going to do about half, not even half. It's like a third. Knock it out, very good. And Kabutops a 1-shot with Thunder Punch. It is a 1-shot with Thunder Punch. So we get the win, knock out Brock's team. We're going to move on to Blaine. Blaine is the Fire Gym Leader, so this is the one I'm most concerned about. We're weak to fire. Not double weak to fire. We're bug flying. We're not double weak. And we get Ice Punch, 3-shot, knockout on the Macargo. Didn't go for any fire moves, thank goodness. Hidden Power Flying is a 1-shot. Very good. That's actually clutch right there. Hidden Power Flying again. It's a 2-shot. Fire Blast doesn't do too much damage. Goes for a max potion. Get in the healing loop. We outpace. And we knock out Blaine, beat Blaine. And now here's a little bit of a struggle battle we have with rival, Blue. Red's rival. So we come out. Pidgeot is not a 1-shot. I don't know how it's not a 1-shot. It's an electric move, but it's not a 1-shot. Okay. And then he's going to send out a Rhydon. Ice Punch. Thought it'd be a 1-shot. Oh, it is a 1-shot. Very good. Now, Arcanine's going to come out. Now, Arcanine has a problem. Because we can't 1-shot Arcanine. He has Flamethrower. And Flamethrower is going to 2-shot us. Okay? So, I'm watching this battle. I'm thinking, what can I do different here? There's not much else I can do different. So then I decide to, do I do it right now, right away, or no? So I decided to put Leftovers on. Because he's doing a lot of damage to us, and even the Pidgeotto is doing a lot, or Pidgeot's doing a lot of damage. So my thought process was, if I can just offset some of the damage early, I can be at full health, taking on Arcanine, and then I can 2 or 3-shot on whatever I have to do. So Thunder Punch, not a 1-shot, mirror move. We recover some health, and now we're going to recover to full health, and then Rhydon's going to come out. Very good. Ice Punch, is it a 1-shot? It is a 1-shot, very good. So now we're full health with the Arcanine. That helps us out immensely because we can do Return or Hidden Power. One of the two is going to be more powerful. It's going to be about a third. Recover some health. And we get a clutch critical hit. And we are good health the rest of this battle. We shouldn't have any issues with anyone else. Thunder Punch is a 1-shot. Very good. On to Gyarados. And that leaves Executor, which is going to be a 1-shot with Ice Punch. Oh, no. Hidden Power. Never mind. Hidden Power Flying is more powerful. But it's not a 1-shot. We are still healing. So I like that a lot. But we get the knockout, and then Alakazam comes out, and as long as we have a good physical move, we can knock out Alakazam in 2 hits. Take a pretty critical hit Psychic, but we recover some health, get the win over Blue, and now it's all on to Red. Red, the tumultuous final battle, boss battle, whatever you call it, and we're at level 81, and here's the problem. We're not 1-shot into Pikachu. In fact, the Pikachu almost 1-shot us there. So we'll get the knockout, but not without taking a lot of damage first. Ice Punch is not not gonna knock him out. We're at 69 health, very nice. Ice Punch again. Nope. Just barely. So he's always gonna send out Charizard second. And Charizard's a problem because we can't one-shot Charizard and he's got Flamethrower. Okay? I think we can take a Flamethrower if it's at full health, but I don't think we can take a Flamethrower at like half health or whatever we were just at. So we're going to try this again. We're going to move some things around though. So instead of having, I think we have leftovers on right now, which I don't think that's a good idea. I think leftovers is what it is. So we're going to go ahead and try it with the pink boast, see if it does a little bit more damage with the return. Maybe get a one-shot on the Pikachu. Is it enough? Not quite enough. And yep, full heal. But we're gonna be able to get a knock him out because nope, no, we're not. We're not gonna get a chance to knock him out because he keeps going for full restores. So there's a strategy I never thought I'd have to implement to win this battle. Okay, never thought I'd have to implement this strategy because I didn't think we'd have issues beating the Pikachu. I thought Pikachu would be a one-shot. It's very frail. But we're also not very good at physical attacks, and we don't have a great special attack to coincide and use. So I'm going to go for it. Nope. Get the knockout. I'm going to go for it again. I gave myself a couple rare candies. We're up to level 83. And so I'm trying to initiate the strategy of rollout. So rollout the 3 hit on the Pikachu. And the 4th hit knocks out the Charizard. It's going to send out Blastoise. Blastoise will take the 5th hit. And then now we got to restart this loop of damage on rollout with Snorlax. So if you don't know what rollout does, rollout will do damage on the first turn, and every turn that damage doubles until it does, like, I think it's 5 turns. But if you break it, like say someone does like a dig, it doesn't hit, it restarts. So that's why I started doing rollout. Rollout will add up some damage, but we gotta get to the point where we can 2-shot Pikachu. That's the problem we're having. So now it's accumulating enough damage to one-shot Pikachu. That's number 3. This is number 4. Blastoise is number 5. And we had to restart on the Snorlax every single time. And that's the problem. Snorlax, what's the best way to put it? It's just nothing good against Snorlax. He has amnesia, so he ups his special, which is not a big deal. But Body Slam is very, very, very detrimental. Does at least a third every time. Maybe a little bit more, maybe about 35% is probably more like it. And we're just in a healing loop. Every time I wake up, I'm going to have to heal to offset the damage, and it's just not enough. Just not enough indeed. So we're going to get knocked out, but I think we have a strategy here. So I end up coding in some rare candies, got myself up to level 88. Okay, so rollout will be, I'm using leftovers, so rollout will have to be the strategy used here. It's not going to be this battle, I don't think it's this one. I think it's the next one. We got to get to the point where we can 2-shot Pikachu. That way we can roll out, can hit Charizard, and then can hit Blastoise, and then can hit Snorlax. That's what we need. So Blastoise one more time. Roll out hits the knockout, very good. Critical hit too. And then roll out. It actually rolls into this. So this is the winning battle. So let me go back and call the winning battle correctly. Okay. Roll out. I guess this rollout hit 6 times. So there's 2. And he recovers. Not a big deal because we're gonna one-shot it anyway at this point. Nope, we start over. Okay, that's why. So we started over. 2. So there's a 2-shot. That is why we knock him out. And 1 shot on the Charizard, because Charizard's weak to rock, so this is going to be super effective anyway. We just had to accumulate a little bit of damage. Now Blastoise isn't weak to rock, but it's a 1-shot because it's accumulated so much damage. And now Snorlax, which would, like I said, body slam us into oblivion, gets knocked out. Now it's reset, so we can't use rollout anymore, at least not effectively. I'm going to go for Thunder Punch. I'm sorry, Ice Punch. Ice Punch will be, I think, a 2-shot. Very good. That leaves 1 more Pokemon left, and that is Espeon. Espeon is going to come out. Ice Punch. It's going to be a 3-shot. Psychic doesn't do enough. That's worrisome. And we healed a little bit with the leftovers as well. 1 more hit. Yes. We beat blue. We beat red. My bad. So, this game comes down to us barely getting this done under 3 hours. I think if I play through again, I'm going to play through again. I'm going to play through all these again because of egg moves and whatnot, and it's probably going to be part of my What If series. What if they started with this move as part of their egg move? But yeah, this is my playthrough. It was a tough one. It was really tedious, really long, but you got that sweet spot in the middle where we had like one-shots on everything. We had so much coverage before the game kind of outpaced us. But it was very fun. And let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Did you like this video? Did you like the playthrough? Are you excited about the next one? The next one is Spinarak and Ariados, whatever, however the spelling is, let me know. Type 1 if it's Ariados, type 2 if it's Ariados. But that's my video. And again, wonderful for watching. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys on Monday.